Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Joel Hancock. Welcome to Live at 5. That's right, I had to change the name. I think most of y'all were able to tell that I cannot keep these videos under 5 minutes, so I'm not going to try anymore. I got a lot to say, and if you're watching now, still following me, then you don't expect any less than that. So, got a exciting video for you today. Going to answer a question that I get a lot. I put this out on my Facebook page. Everybody knows what it's going to be, and that is I'm going to answer the question, Joel, how can you defend those people? Sometimes it is presented in another way, something like, how could you do that? Or why do you do what you do? At any rate, I'm going to get into that question. But first, as promised, I let everybody know that I'm going to share with you my ad that, or it is an ad, commercial, whatever you want to call it, my video for Independence Day. Now, Independence Day has always been my favorite holiday, and not just because I enjoy going out on the boat and having a good time eating burgers with family, but going to give you guys the first view or first opportunity to view my video for Independence Day. Right here, I'm going to release it shortly after we finish this video for everyone to see, but for watching the video right now, you're going to be able to see it as well. So, without further ado, here we go. So as you can see, it's a little bit more serious than some of the other videos that I put out there. But again, to me, Independence Day has always been very important. I think that those principles, in the video there, you saw life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness. Those are things that have, even as a little boy, those words and those values expressed in the Declaration of Independence have always meant a lot to me. And that's as good of a segue into answering the question why I do what I do as any. Those things that I showed in the video, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, those are words taken directly from the Declaration of Independence. Those are the things that Thomas Jefferson said that are some of our unalienable rights. Those are the things that governments are established to protect. And that those governments which get their just powers from the consent of the governed, they are required to protect those. And not only that, but under our Constitution, both the federal Constitution and the North Carolina Constitution, if the government intends to take any of those things away from you, your life, your liberty, your pursuit of happiness, your property, they have a very strong burden that they have to carry before they're allowed to do that. And so why do I do what I do? Well, because I'm just making sure that the government carries their burden. They have to give you a fair shake. They have to they have to respect your rights. They're not allowed to take your life, your liberty, or your property or pursuit of happiness away without equal protection under the laws and without due process. And that part of that due process is that you get the criminal justice process has to be fair. You're given your rights against self-incrimination. You're given your right to an attorney. You're given your right against warrantless searches and seizures that are not based upon probable cause. And I don't know if people realize this or not, or I'm sure that they do realize it, but maybe they don't think about it, is that your rights, all of you that are watching right now that think, if that kind of thought has ever crossed your mind, how could Joel defend those people? Your rights are only as good as my client's rights. In other words, if we establish a system where the people that you think are guilty don't have the right to an attorney, or they don't have the right to a fair trial or a speedy trial, they don't have a right against unreasonable searches and seizures. If they don't get those things, then when you're wrongfully accused, then you don't get those things either. So, I have no problem making sure that the government carries every bit of their burden before they take away the life, liberty, and property or pursuit of happiness of my clients. What is a little bit more difficult to think about, what does make me lose sleep, isn't defending guilty people. It's the possibility that some of my innocent clients could be robbed of their life, liberty, and pursuit of the pursuit of happiness, without a fair process, without a fair trial, without justice. So that's why I do what I do. It's because I really do believe in those principles that are spelled out in the Declaration of Independence, that were also articulated in our U.S. Constitution. Those mean a lot to me. They mean a lot to my clients as well. And I bet that if you were in their position, they would mean a lot to you too. So that's why I do it. All right. Thanks, everybody. I will see you next week. Hope everybody has a safe and happy 4th of July. And if things get sideways, you know who to call. See ya.